Hi, this is Frances from Yoga Glow Studio. This is the second day of our Yoga for Resilience course. If you have blocks at home, maybe find a couple of blocks. You may not need them, but good to have, or just a couple of cushions. And we're going to start lying down on our backs in butterfly pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. So you can come to lie down and just bring the soles of the feet together. You may like to have blocks or cushions under the legs, or might feel fine without them. And you can stretch the arms up, just releasing the shoulders a little bit more here. And just notice the breath as you relax the face, the jaw, the mouth. Just allowing yourself to connect to your breath. Notice the expansion through the rib cage. Allowing yourself to go within to that place of inner quiet. Maybe you're engaging your Ujjayi or oceanic breath, or maybe you're just breathing consciously. And today I wanted to focus just a little bit on the fifth of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, or the fifth Niyama in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. So this is the principle of Santosha in Sanskrit, which means contentment. So really looking at how we can cultivate contentment, not only on the mat, just by an acceptance of our body, our practice and where it's at, just enjoying the journey rather than striving and really pushing yourself. And in our lives, really, it calls for just contentment and acceptance of those things you can't change and making the best of them, and also differentiating between those things you can't change and you need to work with, and those things that you can, and how to move forward sustainably. So we can definitely achieve contentment in our practice through just connecting with our breath, celebrating our bodies. And we're going to work a little bit with the core today, really firing up our internal heat and fire. So working with the solar plexus chakra just above the navel and just below the sternum. So we'll start working with the core now, so you can release the blocks or cushions if you had them. And just bring the thighs together, and we're going to come into an upside down tabletop position. So just see if you can stack the knees over the hips here, and I want you just to bring the hands onto the abdomen and see if you can draw the navel towards the spine, so you're really connecting the back with the mat here. So really engaging the core even here, and then just bringing the left hand onto the left thigh. So the upper arm can be flat on the mat, but you're just pressing into that left thigh. And then from here we're going to reach the right arm up, and let's link the breath with the movement, trying to keep the connection of the back to the mat. Inhale, lengthen out the right leg and the right arm, and exhale, come back to neutral. Inhale, extend and hover. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 4. Exhale, back. Inhale, 5. Exhale, back. Inhale, 6. Exhale, back. Inhale, 7. Exhale, back. Inhale, 8. And exhale back, good. And then just switching sides, the right hand comes onto the right thigh and you're going to reach the left arm up, and then let's extend through the left side. Inhale, extend and hover. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 4. Exhale, just 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And release. You can tee out the arms wide and just bring the palms facing up. Coming into a simple supine twist, letting the knees drop to the right and just looking over the left shoulder, relaxing the left shoulder down to the mat. Relax the face. Just staying with your steady breath. Good, and we'll come back for a center. Find your twist the other way. And then we'll come back to center. You can roll to one side or bring the hands by the knees and rock a few times on the spine. And make your way up to a seat. I'm going to take you through a kind of breathing technique called Samariti or box breath. Really simple, and you can literally think of the shape of a box as you do it to help you. I usually like to inhale to the count of 4, going up the left side of the box, then holding the breath across the top for 4, exhaling down the other side of the box, and then holding for 4. So I'll just guide you through it. So start by relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face, and if for any reason this doesn't feel comfortable, it feels stressful, just let it go and just practice your Ujjayi breath or any other breath technique you'd like to do. So when you're ready, let's inhale to the count of 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. And exhale to the count of 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhaling. Holding. Exhaling. Holding. Inhaling. Holding. 2, 3, 4. Exhaling to 4. Holding. 2, 3, 4. Inhaling. Holding. Exhaling. Holding. Inhaling. Holding. Exhaling. Holding. And inhaling. And just follow the natural rhythm of your breath when you exhale the next time. Just notice the breath and perhaps bring your hands onto the upper chest, one over the other, connecting with your breath here, with your heartbeat. And just feeling a moment of gratitude for your breath, for the freedom to breathe, the freedom to move. I want you just to think of a couple more things in your life that you feel really grateful to have. And with Santosha, with this principle of contentment, it doesn't mean you can't change things that you're not happy with. Some things you're perfectly able to change and you can adapt and change them. Other things you really can't. You've just got to accept them and work with them. But coming to the breath and just being in the body can really help with that acceptance. Just taking that time for yourself to be with your breath, to go inwards to that place of inner quiet where you can connect with your soul, your higher self, however you want to think of it. So from here, let's come back onto all fours, and we're just going to start to work again into the cores from here. So you can walk the knees back a little bit and just find, so you're in a knees down forearm plank, and we're just going to link up the breath with the movement. So inhale here and exhale to lower down. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, lengthen out through the spine. Inhale forward. Exhale to lower. Inhale up. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale. And exhale. And you can do a couple more like this, or you can join me in a full plank pose now, coming into your plank. And just finding your strength in your plank, maybe a micro bend in the elbows, drawing the navel to spine, cinching the belly in and up, slightly tucking the tailbone under as you press into the feet. And then when you're ready, let's inhale to shift the weight forward, and exhale to lower down, knees, chest, forehead down. Inhale, press up to table. Exhale, back into plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down, perhaps in one long line this time, lowering down. And now coming into a cobra, tucking the elbows to the waist, lowering down, pressing up into table or plank, making your way into downward dog. And you can paddle out the legs here, just warming up the legs, stretching out the spine. Good, and then when you're ready, we're going to shift forward again into plank pose. So finding your plank, and then see about hovering and lifting up the right leg. Keep reaching the crown of the head forward, really powering up through both legs here. And then reaching the right leg up and back, open up the right hip, drawing that right knee open even more. And then when you're ready, we're going to step forward to the top of the mat and open up into warrior two. Reaching the left arm forward, right arm back. Just breathe here, really pressing down into the back foot. Inhale, reach forward even more. And exhale, reach up and back. Inhale, stay. And exhale, coming back. Good. From here, we're going to bring the hands back behind us, interlinking the hands, drawing them down away from the shoulders. And we'll find a humble warrior, so you can start to look down beside your right foot, nestling the right shoulder just above the knee, and breathe here, maybe closing the eyes. Staying with your steady breath. And when you're ready, pressing into both feet to come back up, we'll stretch out the arms one more time. Good. From here, bringing the hands to the heart, we'll step up and make your way into your chair pose, Utkatasana. Sinking the hips back, engaging the lower belly slightly here. One more inhale. And exhale into boat pose. Coming down into boat and rolling the shoulders back, hands behind the knees. You can maybe reach all the way open. Just staying with your breath here. And release. Crossing at the ankles, we'll make our way back to downward dog. And you can maybe find a flow here. Inhaling, shifting forward to plank. Exhaling to lower all or halfway. Upward dog or cobra. And back to downward dog. And we'll find a couple of cleansing breaths here. Big inhale through the nose. Out the mouth. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, shifting forward to plank. And exhale. Stay with your breath here. And then when you're ready, lifting up the left leg. Stay with the breath. And sending that left leg up and back. Open up the left hip. And then step to the top of the mat. And we'll make our way again into your warrior two. Settling in and finding stillness here. Just finding a sense of santosha, contentment here in the pose, in your body, connecting mind, body and spirit with the breath. We'll reach up and back for your reverse warrior, stretching through the left side body. And then coming back, and again finding your humble warrior, more unusual thumb on top this time, looking down at the left foot, and again just folding forward. Beautiful stretch and the whole of the posterior chain of the body, opening up the shoulders. And to come up, use your core, press into the feet and the front leg, and then open up again. Good. From here, bringing the hands to the heart again, let's come into your chair pose, sinking the hips down. Just keeping that point of focus. And when you're ready again, transitioning into your boat pose. It may not be smooth, don't worry if it's not. And let's breathe here, open up. And release, well done. You might want to just hug everything in for a moment. Good. So we've done the hard work part of this session. Now we'll come to some stretches. So you can just tuck the left foot into the right thigh. We're just going to find a side body stretch. You can bring the right hand down onto the mat and see about opening up through the left side. And then maybe starting to reach some way towards that right foot. And if you're anything like me, you won't be reaching too far towards it, and that's okay. Just enjoy the stretch. Staying with your Ujjayi breath. And then when you're ready, you can come back up. Let's inhale to lift up. And exhale to fold over the right leg. And just feel a sense of surrender as you relax into the fold. These forward folds are really calming for the mind. And this, with the box breath, the Samavriti breathing that we've done, and the forward folds, should leave you feeling calm and really refreshed, especially with the core focus as well. And let's come back up, and you can bring the left hand back behind you, reach the right arm up, open up, maybe bring the weight onto the left knee, and squeeze and lift the hips up, opening up through the heart space here. And lowering back down, good. And we'll just take that to the other side. So left leg out, just grounding through the sit bones first. Bring the left arm down, reaching the right arm first, opening through the shoulder, and then starting to reach some of the way towards that left foot. Relax the face, just enjoy this opening stretch. And then releasing. Let's inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, fold over the left leg. And just take the time here to allow the body to open gently. You can always bend the knee slightly. And walking the hands back, and bringing the right hand back behind you, and lifting the left arm up. And then coming back down. Good, so from here, coming back, we're going to lower ourselves back down to the mat. So just slowly, gradually lowering yourself down. And we'll just take our reclined pigeon to finish, so you can bring the right ankle onto the left thigh and just reach through for the back of the left thigh or the front of the left shin. Getting a nice big stretch in the back of the the outside of the right hip. Relaxing the whole face. Feeling your body supported by the mat. And we'll just switch sides, finding your reclined pigeon on the other leg. So just using your practice of yoga as a time to connect. Always seeing your life as a work in progress, constantly adjusting, tweaking things to keep in balance, and just really trusting the process of the universe. We always have the power to shape our own destiny and to create our own reality through what we do and how we think. So releasing from the pose, and now just making your way into your Shavasana. So you can bring the legs a little bit wider than hip width apart, palms facing up. Just allow yourself a few moments of stillness. Letting go of any control of the breath, the body, the mind. Letting go. And it's time now to wake yourself up. Just starting to deepen and lengthen the breath. Find some little movements, circles of the ankles and wrists maybe. Maybe a stretch through the whole body, stretching through the fingers and toes. And then walking the feet back in towards you. And you can just roll onto your right side if that's comfortable for you, making a pillow for your head with your hand or your arm. And when you are ready, use your outer hand to press yourself up to the seat. Just grounding through the sit bones. Perhaps bringing the hands back to the upper chest. Just connecting here with your heartbeat. And connecting here to your calm, your inner power and strength. And again, just feeling a moment of gratitude. And we'll close our practice with the chant of Om together. So you can bring your hands at your heart center. And let's inhale to chant now. Big inhale. Om. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or evening, and I'll see you soon.